Ben was trembling all over, as he slowly put the nappy in Mr. Allen's outstretched hand. "And what is—" Mr. Allen stopped mid-sentence. The bulge from his nappy was very obvious, and, even worse, the pale blue boxers had large, dark wet spots from where his nappy had leaked. Mr. Allen didn't know what to say as Ben's tears overflowed and he started to sob. Mr. Allen handed the nappy back to Ben. "Here, go and sort yourself out," he said, "but stay on this floor, please. I'll talk to you again in the morning. Come and see me before breakfast." Ben nodded, feeling thoroughly embarrassed that his teacher had seen him like this. What would he do? What if he made Ben come and sleep in his room? How would Ben explain that to his peers? "Right, stop crying then. No need to get upset, go and clean yourself up. Good night." Ben nodded, and made his way to the bathroom to get into a clean nappy. When Ben was awoken by the other boys in his room the next morning, he felt sick with nerves. He felt worse than he did on the mornings of exams. He knew he wasn't going to be able to avoid talking to Mr. Allen today, and the thought filled him with dread. He didn't think he had ever felt more humiliated in his life than he had when Mr. Allen had caught him in that leaking nappy, and now he was supposed to go and discuss it with him. The bulk of his wet nappy was thick between Ben's legs. He wasn't wearing boxers, having taken his damp pair off the night before, and he knew he couldn't get out of bed in front of his roommates with an exposed nappy. He reached for his rucksack, pulling out a clean pair of boxers. He pulled them over his nappy, and knew at once that if he got out of bed with the swollen nappy on it would be obvious to everyone he passed. He would have to take his nappy off under the covers, and just hope no one wondered what he was doing, or worse, heard the tapes ripping. Ben was lucky, and nobody noticed, meaning he was able to leave the wet nappy balled up under the covers at the end of his bed and go for a shower before breakfast.